Early yesterday afternoon, Wichita police investigators were contacted in regards to a number of domestic violence incidents involving a Wichita police supervisor and his wife. Investigators learned several incidents involving domestic violence occurred in Derby, Kansas, and in rural Sedgwick County over the past 3.5 years. The Sedgwick County Sheriff's Department has taken the lead on these investigations, and as a result, interviews were conducted of witnesses and both parties involved. Early this morning, the Wichita Police Department supervisor was arrested for the following charges: 2 counts of aggravated battery, domestic violence, 2 counts of criminal restraint, domestic violence, 2 counts of simple battery, domestic violence, and 1 count aggravated assault, domestic violence. These charges will be presented by the Sheriff's Department, and we're expected that they'll be presented within the next 2 days. Per Wichita Police Department policy, the officer will be suspended with pay. He is a 19-year veteran of the Wichita Police Department. And I'll take questions on that at this time.
Will you say those counts again?
Yes. There are 2 counts of aggravated battery, domestic violence, 2 counts of criminal restraint, domestic violence, 2 counts of simple battery, domestic violence, and 1 count aggravated assault, all domestic violence.
And can you give us a timeline on when all this happened?
The timeline has been over the past 3.5 years. And what I'd also like to add is, that we hold our employees to a higher standard. Being ethical, that's in our mission statement. That's who we are. And we expect our officers to do the right thing as well.
And he lives in Derby?
Yes, that's where a lot of the situation or incidents occur in Derby. I can't answer whether he lives there or not.
Okay. Can you talk about what is offered? I mean, obviously this is a sensitive situation, dealing that it's an officer and these are charges alleged against him. In terms of what the department does in situations like this?
Well, again, the office, as we say in this particular case, are partnering with the Sedgwick County Sheriff's Office because of the incidents occurring in Derby and outside in the county. In this case, we take them serious. We investigate it. And obviously in the case, if there's facts that lead to the charges that we have here, we make an arrest in the case. Again, we hold our employees accountable for any situation that occurs. And in this case, it will be presented to the district attorney's office ultimately for charges.
Obviously, in light that he is a supervisor and things, in terms of how he's treated, is he kept separately in jail? Can you talk about some of those circumstances in light of his position?
No, I can't speak to those. I mean, you'll have to talk to the jail in those situations.
You said you were contacted early yesterday afternoon. Can you say, was it by a relative, by a wife? How did this information come to light?
I can't get into who, but we received the information, and once we receive the information, we have to act on it, and we will act on any information involving our employees. Like I said, we're not going to be treated any different, be given any favors. Ethical standards is in our mission statement. That's who we are. We hold our people to highest ethical standards.
Any indication that this had been reported earlier and not acted on? Because you mentioned this had been going on for, it sounds like 3.5 years. That's quite a while.
That's quite a while. I have no information that it had been. All I can tell you is it was reported to us yesterday.
Is he still in custody, do you know?
I don't have the answer, but I'm being told that he is in custody.
Has there been a bond established yet, or?
No.
Was she arrested, the wife, as well?
No.
And can you say a supervisor, from what we understand, he's a sergeant?
With the
Is
Wichita
that
Police Department, yes.
correct?
Yes.
Where was he stationed, or where was he working?
I'm not going to cover that right now. Okay. I'll now give an update. Oh,
One
sorry.
more question. I'm sorry. This is the second police officer involved in some sort of incident in the last couple, literally 5 days.
Yes.
I guess, does this tarnish the reputation at all? I'm talking about last week, the guy that was arrested.
Yes.
How does this affect the police department's reputation?
Well, hopefully the message is that we do police our own and we handle any situation that comes to our attention. I'm hopeful that that's the message. It's unfortunate that we've had to deal with these situations, but in the end, we're not just going to sweep anything under the rug or a carpet. We deal with them, and we'll hold our people accountable.
And so in terms of the next step, it would go then to the district attorney for, and when do you expect to?
Yes, there's still work to be done on this case. I think we still have a few more interviews, things to do on it, and then ultimately it'll go to the district attorney.
Forgive me for not knowing, but paid administrative leave, how does the process thing work? Would that stay in place until charges are formally filed, or when would that?
It's a case by case, and in this case, we'll get information. We'll stay in contact with the DA on this case and work with the Sedgwick County Sheriff's Office on this. So it depends on when and what. I can't give you a blanket, here's what we do.